Alright, let's go through Module 12 Study Guide, Problems 1 and 2. Number 1, this table shows a proportional relationship. Which ordered pair could also belong to the relationship? Well, in order to find that out, we need to plug it into our equation y equals mx. And if it's proportional, we do not need b, because b is simply 0. So we need to find m, which is the slope, and the slope is the change in y over the change in x. So the change in y here is 7, change in y here is 7, change in y there is 7. These keep changing by 7, and x keeps changing by 2. So m is simply change in y over change in x, 7 over 2, and we can simplify that to 3.5. In our equation, we would keep it as y equals 7 over 2x, but for the sake of finding the answer, let's simplify it to 3.5. So we come down here and we say, okay, well, what can we multiply our x by? We have to multiply our x by 3.5. So which of these multiplies x by 3.5? Well, if we look at A, negative 6 times 3.5, well, we have a negative that gives us a positive, so that cannot be it. Let's look at B. Negative 1 times negative 3.5 is not negative 3. If we look at C, 1 times 3, that's not what we're looking for. D, we can always check it. What is 3.5 times 6? And that would give us 21. Moving on to 2. Which line has a slope of 1/2? Which line has a slope of 1/2 and a negative y-intercept? Well, the first thing I want to point out is that this slope is positive. So let's look at, we need positive slopes. So we either need this line or this one, because A and B, as we move from left to right, they go down, so those are negative slopes. So we know that it cannot be line A or line B. And now the next part here is we need a negative y-intercept. So the line needs to cross the y-intercept. It needs to cross the y-intercept as a negative number. And the only one there is D. So the answer number 2 is D.